And now.
That's fun.
Talk and rock.
The Big Dumb Fun Show.
If you've got answers, we've got questions. Send us an email to info@bigdumbfunshow.com.
If you want to get on the Facebook and look up The Vigilante, the movie that Baron Michael Redman is currently working on, what do you got to do, Baron? Just type in search?
Yep, just type in Vigilante.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll friend it up and then and then make it go to the masses. So
that'll work.
Yeah. So it's going to be. I have to type it right though.
It's all right. I misspelled it so many times in the script in the first draft. It's not even funny.
Yeah. So you're in the process of putting this together. You say you're 2 months away from filming it.
From wrapping the first unit. Yeah.
And then you go into post production, and that's where the magic happens.
Yeah.
Basically. A lot of visual effects in this, or no?
Well, I want to say compared to the last film, yes, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
A lot more.
What was your last film?
My last film was called Peace.
And not so much special effects in Peace.
There was maybe 2 or 3 shots.
Yeah.
But other than that.
Is that expensive to do as an independent filmmaker? Or do you do it all yourself?
Nowadays?
Is this your third film then, or?
I've made 4 feature films and 6 short films in the past 10 years.
Okay.
So, well, nowadays, not really. I mean, effects software is getting cheaper. And with YouTube, there are tons of skilled visual effects artists who go on there and show you how to do what they do, so that you can
like on YouTube, a training video type thing.
So if you've got After Effects, you can do it.
Yeah, and you can watch these tutorials and learn.
So what do you edit with then?
So really, any monkey could do what you're doing.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. No,
any idiot can do this.
No.
Hold on, I'm cutting the camera to a shot of Venkman.
But yeah, I mean, nowadays it's just getting a lot easier to get your hands on a lot higher end, things, because the more that things upgrade, the more software upgrades, the faster that upgrades, like you can get last year's technology faster.
Are you a snooty independent filmmaker when it comes to, like, are you going to be at Iron Man 3, or are you going to be watching any of the summer blockbusters out there? Do you allow yourself to still enjoy that?
I love it.
Some guilty pleasures.
I have that switch in the back of my head where I can switch off my director switch.
Yeah.
To where I can just enjoy a movie and not have to pick it apart the first time I see it.
See, I
like
can't
Transformers.
Do that. Yeah. Okay, let's not get ridiculous now, but it's the because what I have is that as soon as you're like in the biz, as soon as you have and not that an independent film is not the $180 million blockbuster, the new Star Trek, but I'm sure there's apples and oranges, but at least you kind of know the background, the kind of the inside.
You both yell cut, right?
Yeah, you both yell cut. You both have actors with smoldering good looks, but. I wasn't talking about you.
I think he's coming on to you.
I'll text you later.
You want me to leave? I can leave.
If you get a text message from a number you don't recognize, it might be him.
Just ignore that. It might
be. What are you doing later?
I'm wanting to go to a ball game.
but
I'm in. Yeah,
for me, he doesn't even care. He's like, Yankees, all right.
Hey, he said smoldering good looks.
What's something going with is as soon as you get to where everything's inside baseball, it kind of takes the enjoyment out of it. Like, for instance, I got to where I worked for an internet service provider that they developed websites. You get to get the ins and outs of the internet, and then the internet itself just became work for me. And coding and websites, I just didn't get enjoyment at it that normal people go and like, I'm going to look at pictures on the website, because now I'm just. It's a stupid parallel, but now I know what's behind it, and I know what they're doing, and I know how the script is written, and I just got to where it's like, now this is work for me.
Yeah.
When I listen to the radio, I'm thinking about everything that's going on in the background. Like, oh man, they 3 songs on this. Someone's taking a deuce, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the background.
Yeah.
And so it kind of takes some of the enjoyment that a normal just a doofus out there that doesn't know anything about it, like the ignorance is bliss type aspect. So, but you have the switch though, to where you could go and you can enjoy one of the big blockbuster movies.
I can sit there, turn it off, and enjoy it the first time through.
And you don't pick it apart like you're
second time is when I do.
That's when you're
because the first time I want to enjoy it, I want to have a good time watching it. I don't want to have to worry about anything but enjoying the story.
Yeah.
Second time, I'm like, okay. I'm just like, I'm watching everything.
It's interesting what they did with those lens flares.
Yeah, no, I'm like, just lens flares everywhere. Everywhere. But yeah, I can go through the second time and pick it apart if I want to. You know, and sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I don't want to destroy the magic. And then the third time I pretty much will. I just can't. Third time I can't shut it off.
Yeah. Do you find it tough to get? You've had what? This will be your fourth. This will be your fourth film.
Fourth feature.
Fourth feature film.
Yeah.
Do you have, when you go out seeking out actors, do you just kind of get on Craigslist? Do you go to an acting company? Or you go to a theater?
Go to bars?
You just go to bars? Like you go to the kickstand?
Just walk up to somebody, hey, you want to party?
Hey,
you want to be in my movie?
No, basically, a lot of times we just go through friends of friends. We just we just get the word out.
It's got to be a tough pitch because everybody can call themselves a filmmaker, and they're making dirty movies in the attic of a bar. Hey, that's a weird.
Do
parallel.
they?
Only sometimes. Okay.
Only sometimes.
Keep it on down low.
Okay, it's just not.
Just not on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. He's not here right now.
Jacob Solom is the vigilante in the upcoming Baron Michael Redman flick, The Vigilante. The Vigilante, or
it's just Vigilante.
Just Vigilante.
There you go.
All right, and we were talking about your parents just bought a bar. It's in Independence. About a year ago or so, called the Kickstand, and you now are virtually living in this bar because they when you moved out to go to college, you were replaced by a rabbit.
Yeah. It's I come home every once in a while and
to feed the rabbit.
Nope, I won't. I give no damns about that rabbit.
You're like, screw this rabbit. The rabbit replaced you, or did the rabbit exist before you went to college?
It was there beforehand, and it was just like in a cage somewhere else. But when I moved out, it had more space in there.
Are you an only child?
So they moved the rabbit
no.
into your room? I'm sorry. There's no room in here for you.
Sorry. That's the
rabbit's
room.
just so big. It's just huge, like the size of a Volkswagen, this thing.
Yes.
No,
so the rabbit exists before you left. So you knew that the rabbit was there. It's not like they replaced you with the rabbit.
Right. They just took my space for it.
Yeah.
No.
But you're not an only child.
No,
You've had to learn to share.
Yeah,
growing
he
up.
lived in a cage, and the rabbit got his cage.
Rabbit took my cage, man.
No, I've got a little sister, and that's who the rabbit belongs to. So.
Oh, great.
So what else have
So
you...
this was her ploy to get you out of the house.
this is right.
There have been plans ever since I started beginning to go to college. They were like, I'm going
They
to
knew
replace you with my
exactly what they were
boyfriend.
gonna do.
No. Okay, rabbit instead.
A rabbit
That's the same.
instead? No. Bird? I'll get Noah's Ark in your room. I don't care. Just don't come home.
You know what you should do is just start crapping around the house, and maybe you'll earn that
there
respect.
you go. Start drinking out of a giant water bottle outside.
That's great. All right, so Vigilante, you get a couple more months of that. It's got a release date in October.
October 19th.
You're looking for a venue right now. You got anything in mind in particular you'd like to see this movie at?
Probably we're talking to people at AMC 30 on Olathe right now.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because we're going to need a bigger theater than the ones we've shown them.
Well, you got the Alamo, you got the Crown Center.
I've been hearing about the Alamo a lot. I haven't got a chance to talk to
Alamo
them
is
yet.
super dedicated to indie flicks like yours.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're really accommodating. They're not the corporate AMC type feel, you know.
Sweet.
Now AMC did some good stuff, but Baron, thank you very much for joining us
Not a
tonight
problem.
on the show.
Thank you
Baron Michael Redman, and we'll link up to Vigilante on our Facebook account as well. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.